You guys obviously did lose a lot of receivers, but your offensive line pretty much returns entirely intact. Morgan Moses signed a big deal this offseason. Just talk about his development now going into year 4, and also how good a unit this offensive line is.
I'm really excited about our offensive line. Obviously, as with any position, you got to stay healthy. You always pray and cross your fingers that guys will stay healthy throughout the season because that gives you your best chance to have a great year. But with the group we have up front, we do feel good. And then when Trent was lost for 4 games last year, and Ty Secchi stepped up and just did a phenomenal job. It just gave us even more confidence. And Ari Quanjo stepped in for Sean Lavau against the Eagles late in the year. So when you have guys who can step in and can still go win football games, that gives you a lot of confidence. So we love our group of guys. They got a great identity going with the Hogs 2.0 and the work they do together in the summer and the experience they build now. Those guys all hang out together and they're all on the same page. So that's a great comfort to a quarterback. Can't say it enough. And big reason why I love being here, why I love coming to training camp is to be able to play with those guys on the offensive line.
Kirk, for a couple of years now, you've been taking the contract questions for us. The Super Bowl, you're trying to talk about the Puppy Bowl, but kept getting asked about the contract. You handle it with class, and you smile. Obviously, we're not in the huddle with you. What does that say about you as a quarterback and your demeanor on the field, the way you've not gotten frustrated these past couple of years?
It helps that my whole story has been this, going back to high school and college, that I was never given the 5-star and the 20 scholarships as a sophomore in high school, and just had my whole life planned out for me. Every year was, I don't know what's going to happen. Hopefully I can play well and get that scholarship. And then through college, it wasn't like I was the first team All-American or Heisman Trophy finalist. I was always trying to see, hopefully I can start, and hopefully I can, lead us to a bowl game and to a conference championship, and hopefully I can get drafted. We'll see. So every year, you never had it mapped out. So to be in that role now may feel different, but it really doesn't to me because that's been my story all along. And I've just learned that that's the way life is. Maybe that's the way the Lord wants it to be for me. And I'm okay with that. It allows me to trust in Him and have faith in Him and not trust myself. So I'm in a good place. I think it's a healthy place for me to be. It's worked in the past, and hopefully it can work going forward.
Other in the past that you planned your schedule out pretty carefully down to every 15 minutes. Is that something you're still doing?
Well, training camp is so different because the schedule is so different from the regular season. So it's not like I sat down and planned it out for the next 3 weeks. But certainly when the season comes, I do try to have a very regimented schedule and good allocation of my time. And most of it is the time away from the building that I've got to maximize in terms of seeing the chiropractor and masseuse and when to use the hyperbaric chamber and when to have the meals and when to have family time. And all those things I try to plan out and maximize. He sat down with Julie the other day before I left for training camp just to talk about what are the best times to do those things and what works for us. And we found so much of it was up in the air with the baby on the way. So you got to be ready to adjust. And in football, you have sudden changes all the time, and in life, we're going to have them too. So it should be a fun year, but a challenging year as well. So we'll see where we go.
The way that last season ended with losing 4 of the last 6 and the way the Giants ended, is that something you find it hard to draw a line between not dwelling on that, but then also at the same time learning from mistakes, and letting that kind of push you towards more success this year?
I think what it does is it gives us an edge because we stay humble and hungry because we left the season realizing that we do have a long ways to go and we do need to improve if we want to go the direction that we all believe we can. So in that sense, we'll take the silver lining that nobody's content, nobody's entitled, nobody feels like we can rest on what we've done in the past, and we do feel like a lot rides on this season up ahead, and hopefully that gives us a sense of urgency all through training camp to be really focused, and as a result, get the best out of every one of us so that our team can play as well as we possibly can. Well, I think being at the Pro Bowl was helpful to be around great players, not just quarterbacks, but some of the best defensive players in the NFC, and to practice with them all week and learn from them and watch their habits, I think was helpful for me. I'm going to continue to try to look for examples to follow, and there certainly are a group of quarterbacks in their late 30s, guys like Drew and Tom and Eli and Philip Rivers, and probably leaving somebody out, but guys who have played, as receivers have changed on their team and coaches have changed, they've been a steadying force who just continue to produce year in and year out. And I think that consistency and that ability to deliver, a similar result no matter what's going on around them says a lot about them as football players and as people. And that's the kind of continuity and stability we want to have here in Washington. And we're excited. I think that the main players, the veterans here, are excited to try to create that culture.
Take a few more to wrap it up. Kirk, in the back here, over to your right. I don't know if you saw, how much you saw of him when the Browns came last year, but how surprised or excited were you when you started to realize Terrell's athleticism and what he can really do for this offense when he came here?
So the Browns game was the moment when I really did take notice. I was road tripping from Holland back to Ashburn late last summer and ran into Terrell at a rest stop in Cleveland. And he was in line at Starbucks. He was going back to camp in Cleveland. I was going back to camp here. And he stopped me. He had his hood up trying to blend in. And he stopped me. And I went over and said hello. We obviously both played in the Big Ten. And introduced himself. And I was surprised at how big he was then, too. I was in the line at Starbucks. But, yeah, we met there. And then from there, when I watched him in week 4, I believe it was, against the Browns, I was really impressed with what he was able to do, the separation he was getting, the number of times they went his way, and he was still producing. So he had a great year last year, and we just want to build on that and hopefully have him, give him an opportunity to have even more success this season. So I don't remember if last year I was taking the van. This year I did take the van. So the van continues to live on. That's a great question. I kind of wonder the same thing if the van sticks out and gives me away when I drive around. I haven't noticed that yet, but it's been good. Virginia Tire and Auto does all the work on it. So they're keeping it alive. There's one right down the street from my townhouse, and I go there and they make sure that everything's good, the tires are good, so you can stay safe and ready to go. So if I got Virginia Tire and Auto on the deal, then I think the van's going to last for a long time. We'll see.
Back here. Kind of going back to the contract season, so much of this position is about confidence, and a number of your teammates have given you a ringing endorsement. They want you to be around for a while. What kind of confidence does that give you heading into this kind of season, and also especially given that maybe some on the outside have not been shy about their opinions on the opposite end?
Well, confidence is a great thing in this league, but you can't fake it. Confidence, as Jay Gruden said last night at our team meeting, he said confidence comes from competence. So you have to know what you're doing, and you have to believe that you can do it to then have the confidence. So it took time for me to develop that in this league, but being able to play now through a couple seasons, that builds confidence, and that helps. And my teammates do believe in me. They've been very supportive all the way through. They understand where we are as a team. So that really helps, and I can't say it enough. I really like our locker room. I like our guys. We've got some goofy guys in this team, but they're good guys. They're not about themselves. They're about the group, and I love that. So I'm excited about the group we have, and couldn't ask for better.
Thanks, Kirk.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.